Hey everybody, we are back at Yarn and Whimsy Designs. I'm Karen. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me a little today. I have been overwhelmed with how much love you guys have given me on my first two videos that I posted. So if you haven't seen those and you want to check them out, I'm showing you guys everything I have made, or darn close to everything I have made since I learned to crochet in May of 2023. So almost 4 months ago now. Anyway, you guys have been phenomenal. I am just blown away. So thank you so much. Every minute you spend watching makes me so happy. I can't tell you. I was pretty sure I was gonna end up here on YouTube just talking to myself, which I was maybe okay with. At least I could talk about crochet, which I have very quickly become passionate about, but this is so much better, and interacting with you guys in the comments has been so much fun. Thank you. Keep asking questions. If I forget to notate something, please keep asking. I want to give you guys all the information that I always hope I find when I watch these videos. So I'll keep inserting pictures of what I'm making, what we're doing, where I find stuff, whatever it is, and I will try to link everything I can down below or give you some clue of where you can find it. But always comment and message me if you need more information. So today I kind of want to talk about yarn. I kind of teased this the other day over on my Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, come find me. I would love to chat with you. I am so excited about making some new crochet friends who love yarn. Anyway, yarn people, come find me. I would be so excited to talk to you. And if you're thinking about starting a channel, come talk to me about that too. I do have another channel that I've been running for a couple years with my son that's just a very small Disney channel that we just do for super relaxing, fun times. And he has autism. It's been such a source of growth for him and for me, honestly. Honestly, for me too. So if you're scared or you want some help, or find me over on Instagram, I would love to help you take that leap of faith, because oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Before we start with the yarn, I wanted to show you guys what I'm making today. I'm gonna put the picture of the YouTube tutorial. It's a free tutorial from Rose and Lily right here so you guys can see. It is the cutest little hedgehog. So far, I am using Parfait Chunky for this project, and this is the mushroom color, I think, and I have 10mm eyes on him, and I have the teddy bear Parfait Chunky color that I'm going to be using to make all of the little bumps. I kind of think they look like bobble stitches. I haven't gotten that far in the tutorial yet, but I'm guessing my future looks like lots and lots of bobble stitches, but that's okay. I think he's gonna be cute. And my son is really into rodents and other kinds of woodland creatures right now. So he gets a kick out of it when I make these, even though he doesn't want them for his collection. He gets a kick out of it when I make anything woodland or rodent related. So this is a project for today. I will update you guys at the end of the month with everything I finished making, but for now, I'm making this. If you guys wanna make along with me, please do let me know down below. It's such a fun tutorial. Rose and Lily gives the clearest and best instructions. She has been a joy to watch, so I highly recommend her videos. I will of course link it down below. All right, yarn. So I do a lot of my yarn shopping online and do pickup, curbside pickup at my local Michael's and Joann's, and sometimes I'll run into Walmart and get yarn there. I have absolutely ordered online from other places as well, obviously, to get Premier Chunky because I can't get it locally. But one of the reasons I do that is because, like, Joann offers a bigger discount if you do same-day pickup. So I want to get that discount. And that's why I do it at Joann's. At Michael's, I do it because my Michael's is the absolute worst. They have the worst yarn section. It is, first of all, it's tiny. It's a mess. They have very little plush yarn. like if they have Sweet Snuggles Light in stock, they might have one, maybe two colors and one or two skeins of each color. It's terrible. I have such a hard time. I am stalking their app constantly to see what else new they got in stock so that I can go pick it up. So as soon as I see it in stock, I just order it and do curbside pickup so that I know it's going to be there, or that I don't go if it's not there. So anyway, I was looking for some yarn specifically to make a penguin, because the penguin patterns are so cute. I don't know which one. If you guys have one you recommend, let me know, because there are so many to choose from. But anyway, I digress. So I wanted to pick out kind of a blue and a white, or an off-white, and I found this on the website for, I think, Joann, and it is the Bernat Plush yarn, and it's 100% polyester, just like the chenille and the plush yarns that we get from everywhere else, right? So I thought, that sounds like plush yarn I can use for Amigurumi. So I got it, and it is not. It is not that. So I got two colors. I got this. This is the off-white, and it is Bernat Plush. It is 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, and 146 yards, 133 meters. And I also got this one's not in as good a shape because I've been using it. I also got this color, which is called Spruce, which is a really pretty blue. It actually is maybe a tad darker than it's coming out on camera, but very similar. It's a very pretty blue. I like it a lot. And the blue specifically, but both of them have a little bit of shine to them, which I also think is super pretty. And, however, they are not plush or chenille yarn, at least not in the way that I have experienced it. It is a lot. It's kind of like a rope, kind of a cord. So you can kind of see, I hope. It is very much like a velour feel to it. There's no strands. It's just this one big cord. And it's got a little bit of stretch to it. It doesn't seem like a lot there. It seems like a lot more when you're using it. And so I was immediately kind of challenged by it. I thought, no problem. I'm still gonna do this. I'm gonna make a penguin. So I started doing my magic circle. I'm actually gonna show you guys that process and what it looked like with this yarn, because I did record that yesterday to show you guys me working with the yarn and doing a magic circle and a little gauge swatch. You know what? Let's just watch that. Let's just watch that, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it. So go watch that, and I will be right here waiting for you. Okay, so we are just going to start by making a magic ring. If you guys need a tutorial on that, this is not it, but I'd be happy to do that, or a specific tutorial for how to do it with Parfait chunky yarn, because that yarn is pretty finicky in a magic circle, but I really love to use it. So we're just gonna do 6 quick single crochets in our magic circle, and once we get started I'll speed this up, but right now 1 2 3 4 5. Apparently I can't talk and count, so let's just do our last little single crochet. All right, so you can see stitch definition on this is magical, right? You can see you've got your front loops, your back loops, you've got your back bumps. I mean, you can see everything, which is unusual with a plush yarn, but this isn't exactly what I would call plush yarn, as we've determined. So, all right, let's close up our magic ring. So if I were using this to do a penguin, we would start this exact same way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do one full set of increases. So that'll take us up to 12. So I will speed this up. Okay, so if you guys take a look, I'm just gonna, you can see our hole has come back in the magic ring. And we can tighten that up. It'll come loose again, trust me. But you can also see that these holes, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's still holes that you can very much see through in here, which is one of the big reasons for me this wouldn't work for Amigurumi, because you'd be able to see your stuffing. I mean, you just have holes in your Amigurumi. So, and I have sized down 2 whole hook sizes from what it calls for. It calls for a size 10. I don't know that I would size down much more than an 8 because this is pretty thick and solid. It's not like a chenille or a parfait or chunky or anything where you have all the fuzz and then the actual yarn part is just a real thin string. So you can size down quite a bit on those. But on this one, I don't think I would size down anymore. And I just want to show you kind of, if you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to even tell, but we're going to go into this one and you can kind of feel like it feels a little, I'm trying to flip that. Do you see how that kind of, it's like a rubber band almost. And the whole thing's pretty stretchy. And I feel like I am crocheting with a bungee cord, which is silly. I know it's not a bungee cord, but that's a little like what it feels like with this. So like I said, I think I might eventually turn it into a basket. If I do, I will come back online and show you, of course, how that turns out. That's with a magic ring, but I have not tried it in rows yet. I've only tried it in rounds. So what do you say we do a quick try with we'll just chain a few and we'll make a quick gauge. And now I'll speed this up until I get this done. We'll just do a 5x5 square and see what it looks like. Okay, so, all right, I'm back and I lied. I said I was just gonna do a 5x5, but I did the first few rows of single crochets and then I decided to do a couple rows of double crochets just for kicks to see if I liked those any better. And honestly, it feels pretty much the same. You can see there's still the holes. Maybe a rug, but I don't think it's durable enough for that. It is soft for what it is. All right, I'm gonna switch back so I can see you guys, okay? Okay, so here we are. As you guys can see, there are some big pluses and minuses with this yarn. Big plus is that there are no strands to separate, so you don't have that issue. And another big plus is stitch definition is insane. You can absolutely see every single stitch and every single loop. So for teaching someone how to crochet and where the loops are, this would be fabulous. I could see using it for a tutorial to be able to talk about the back loops or the back bumps. I find those very challenging as a new crocheter to find and to work into. This would be good for showing that. I really struggled for what I would use this for. So I decided to start playing with it. And I talked about how I thought it might be good for a basket. And I thought, you know what? I shouldn't just talk about it, I should try it and let you guys see how that turns out. So I did a basket, and I think just a tiny little basket. Turned out super pretty. Originally, I had sized down. It calls for a 10mm hook. Originally, I sized down to this 8mm Susan Bates, which I love. And it wasn't working great. You guys saw. Very, very much does feel like you're kind of crocheting with a bungee cord, and you had all those holes. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna try my 7mm. So I sized down and used this 7mm that I got on Amazon as part of a set. I can link that below for you guys too. The Susan Bates is just from Michael's. I just picked it up when I was there. So I did this with the 7mm. And my takeaways from that are that there are still holes on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see them, but if I look through here, I can see you guys because I have holes all over here. And yeah, you guys can kind of see a little bit that there's holes there. and not ideal, but it is on the bottom, and the sides, not so much. I mean, you can see a little light coming through, but it's a pretty solid basket. So the 7mm hook, I think, worked really well with this, and I really liked it. And as I was doing this, first of all, it wasn't fun. It hurt my hands to work with this yarn, because when you are doing a single crochet with this yarn, you really have to kind of tug, because it doesn't slide through it easily. It didn't for me, for any of them. Every one I'd go through, when I was pulling it through, I would go through one loop and then I'd have to readjust and pull it through the other loop. And it was just made my hands very sore. I have trouble sometimes with my hands anyway, with like cotton yarns or any difficult yarns, or when I do like an acrylic yarn with the yarn under technique instead of yarn over, that hurts my wrists and thumbs too. So this was similar feeling to me pain wise, but gosh, it turned out pretty. So I think I'm just gonna like use this to store like some hooks or things. I don't know, we'll see what I could use this for. But as I was making it, I had a brainstorm of what I really thought I might use this yarn for. So I started project number 2. And that is a little pot for crocheted succulents. So I made this little pot. It's so cute. It's so cute. And then I just used some yarn I had on hand. So I used some brown, this is Chenille Home Slim from Michaels, to kind of make some soil. And then I whipped up this crochet succulent. I'm gonna just stick it on top here so you guys can kind of see. How cute would that be? Right? That is super cute. This crochet succulent is a free pattern from Ravelry. So I'm gonna post it up here. Ravelry's a little weird with links, so take a look at the picture. I will try to link Ravelry to this pattern down below, but sometimes it'll just take you to the main site, so you'll have to look this one up when you get there. But I thought that was so cute, and I can totally see myself making these. I think my daughter would die for one of these. I think that she would just adore it. So Abby Kate, if you're watching this video, I'm not sure she watches my videos. If you are and you want this, you tell us in the comments and it is yours. I will stick it in your next care package. But if you don't, then it's going to someone else. I'm just saying. Do you guys think she'll watch? We'll see. We'll see. I'll report back. Watch the comments for me. Anyway, so I think I would actually do this. I really like this, and this is a small enough project that it doesn't hurt me too badly to do it. This size project is probably what I would be most comfortable using this yarn for, because I can tolerate working with it about that long before it starts to hurt a lot. So I think I would do this in the future, and I've been meaning to make little succulents. Obviously I haven't trimmed this one up yet because I just whipped it together last night when I couldn't stop obsessing about this yarn. So let me just, all right, so that I think is a win. And the other thing I thought with this little, obviously Disney is important to us. I've got Disney stuff in the background here, and I already told you guys we have a Disney channel for my son. But this looked kind of like a little honey pot to me too. The way this pattern worked up. This isn't actually a pattern. I just did this myself. I just kind of made my own little pattern for it. So if you guys want a pattern for it, I can whip something up for you. Just let me know down below and I'll work on it. But I thought if I did this all in the cream and maybe embroidered honey on it and made a little Pooh Bear with his little honey pot, how cute would that be? That'd be really cute, right? So that is also in my brain as a possible future project that I think would be fun. So pros and cons, we talked about. Stitch definition, great, really pretty, soft yarn for what it is. The gauge is nice. It's big yarn, good for baskets, especially if you don't have pain issues in your wrists. You'd probably really enjoy it. A little too stretchy for me. when I'm crocheting, as a general rule, I probably won't buy any more of this yarn for my purposes, but I could see why people would use it. It is a pretty yarn. They do have a bigger version called Big Plush, which I can't imagine needing for my purposes. It's been out longer, I think, but you guys might check it out. Unless you guys have thoughts about what to make with it that might make me want to buy more, let me know. And I'm also going to put up here, this is the color range that it comes in, just to kind of give you an idea. I think the color range speaks to that this is probably like a home decor kind of yarn, right? It's not a lot of cutesy colors. It's very much what you would see in a home decor line. So I think that their intention for this is for home decor projects. The pattern they have on the yarn is actually for a blanket made with a seed stitch. So, but it takes 9 balls of this to make that blanket, which is kind of a lot because these are not cheap. These are probably $12.99. I will put the price up here too, so you guys know. But I can see a blanket from it would be really pretty and probably pretty durable. So that's something to think about too. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I need to get my coffee and get a little pep in my step because I have got a lot to do this afternoon, and I want to get this video up for you guys as soon as possible. If you have any questions, let me know below. Find me on Instagram, and I will have another video that I'm really excited about coming up soon. I placed an order from Temu, and it just has a couple of little yarn things in it that I really want to play with. So I think I might open that with you guys, and we will play with them together. And I have to reorganize my yarn closet. It's bad. I'll tell you about it in that video. So everybody have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to like, comment. If you are having fun hanging out with me, like I'm having fun hanging out with you, please subscribe so we can keep doing it. So I can't wait to see you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye.